here. We got all sorts of people.
Anna.
Hello, everyone.
Robert must be here, Bob.
Yeah, ignore them.
Talk about food and ignore them. That's not very nice, Bob. I can fire you.
Hi, Sil. Sue Cheryl's here. Just
Priscilla?
Jerry.
Just Jerry. Hi.
Chuck. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck.
Let's see. Priscilla, Judy.
Priscilla, your big trip is coming up. I'm so excited for you.
I'm so excited, too. I wish we were going,
Me too. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We look cold.
Well, we're warmer today than we were yesterday.
Yesterday was freezing.
Yesterday was a tough day.
But we did put our outside fire out where we were working today.
And it snowed a little bit yesterday.
And it's not coffee, it's a London fog. I can only drink one coffee a day or I get acid reflux. Hi, Anna Banana.
Chuck, how you feeling, honey? We've been praying for you.
Yeah. So, we can talk about things on our lives. I've decided.
Bogus Basin got 5 inches yesterday. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, my daughter was going on about it. She was super excited. She loves the snow.
The ski resort definitely got some.
Yeah. We got some snow up here, but it didn't stick around.
So, Anna, it snowed where you're at?
Aww.
Aw.
Chuck, we're so glad you were able to make it.
71 here today. Had to turn on my AC. I think you're being silly. Oh, you did say it was a warm day. I feel like.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about fall is you're so acclimated to the heat that the cold is really cold.
You're welcome.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mama.
So I know that we will get there quickly. It takes a hot minute for us to start getting acclimated.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Virgil.
Hi, Simon.
Yep, non-sticking snow is definitely.
Oh, Simon, is it like 1
Hi, Simon.
o'clock in the morning there? So good to see you.
I'm eating my popcorn dinner.
Kelly was nice and brought us food today.
She did.
And she came and helped a little bit.
She
so
did.
That's always nice.
Well, I'm just going to tell them what we did.
Okay.
We moved the RV to the winter home. And we had to level it out. And so Kelly came over to help us level it.
Don't choke on that.
I know, I'm going to die.
Heimlich. I don't want to like jump across the truck. Yep. So we moved the RV. We got it settled, but unfortunately it wasn't level and it got dark. And so we slept in a fun house.
Has anybody slept in an unlevel, like really unlevel RV? Like not just a little bit unlevel, but like really unlevel?
So you get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and you feel like you're drunk. You're walking like sideways. It was pretty funny.
Jody, it was 70 here in Maryland too. We were really hoping for some more 70-degree weather.
Oh, church has an outdoor activity tomorrow. That's so cool,
That's
Jody.
really cool.
Kimmy knows how to get to the fire department station. It's other jokes. I do, but
True.
I also know the Heimlich. I know a few things.
So, yep, we've been working on that. And, you know, these videos that we're doing right now, we're actually not going to upload until we've gotten farther on the barn, I think. I want to have more barn videos going out before we're doing these videos. Yeah. So you guys are still going to be seeing some sawmilling videos, and because I have so many logs that we've milled. We do have more logs to mill. So we're going to be any day that it's not raining once we get settled over here. So we're like today, we could have been on the mill today, but we're trying to get some stuff done over here at the container really quick so we can be warm. Yeah, we're supposed to have snow later this week here on the mountain, and we want to be using wood heat.
Chuck, that's so sweet. He said his middle daughter's been taking care of him, and he doesn't think he'll ever get better because he doesn't want her to leave.
Right?
That is so sweet.
Anna, I did fall, and it was the slowest fall. Hi, Penny. It was the slowest fall in the history of falls. Like, okay, so I have a story. When I was a kid, we used to camp at Mount Lemon in Tucson, Arizona. And my mom had a dirt bike, and she would ride her dirt bike up and down the backside of Mount Lemon, and then we would camp, right? All weekend. We did this almost every weekend growing up, every time we could. And so
hi, Heather.
One time she hit a rock and she flipped over the handlebars off the side of the mountain and landed in this group of boulders.
Ugh.
And she said it was like she sat down in a recliner and she had 0 bruises from it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like none. So obviously God caught her
Carol.
and gently sat her down so that her children did not have to peel her off the side of the mountain. But it was like that when I fell. It was like this super soft fall.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. Hi, Carol. Back to sleeves. Yes, long sleeves, sweaters. We had to try to find cold weather clothing because we didn't have it.
Heather made it too.
What? What'd I make?
No, Heather.
Oh, hi, Heather. We are too, Simon. Looking forward to seeing the barn being built. So
it looks so good right now.
It looks so cool.
We're so proud of ourselves.
Yeah. And because of that, we can barely move.
So
no strength.
The cutest thing. So Randy said he'd be mad if we did things on our own, and then we did them on our own. And he said how proud he was of us.
I cried.
We cried a little bit. Like it was like Dad saying how proud he is.
Yep.
We were like, oh.
That was real.
Yeah.
Brother fell off a second story window when he's a baby and landed on the 1-2 foot
bush without any injury.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Yep.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, we definitely made some progress on the barn. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we can do. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Making dinner. And I assume hi, honey, is to your honey.
Not us.
So it's going to be really cool because
we're not that kind of channel.
No. That this barn is really going to add so much privacy back into this space. So I'm really excited to get that done. But...
Yeah, Colleen, what are we having for dinner?
Colleen is such a good cook.
She is
as a motorcycle rider from the age of 5, done some bad falls for sure.
Hi, Virgil.
Chili. Is that what we're having? Chili?
Sil says chili sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it does actually. Chili does sound wonderful right now.
Anything hot, like hot, stewy, soupy.
We got everything for stew except for the meat, right? But we haven't made it.
No, because I think we were gonna use something, bunny or
rabbit.
Yeah, something. I don't remember.
I don't know either. I'm always proud of you girls. You amaze me. Keep watching your progress. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
Yeah, so they came over today because I did not have the strength to do this thing. And so Randy came over to help. And yum. And so Darla and I walked over to the barn area and I was showing her and she was like, wow, I'm so impressed with you girls. It just looks cool. It's like such a dream come true because since I've gotten up here to get this started. So for the beginning started, but I hate that it's so late in the season. I really hope that we can finish it. I think it's going to end up being a little bit at a time on days that aren't horrible because what they've said for winter this year is when winter finally hits, it's going to get cold and stay cold. So as much as I want to have our barn party, I don't know if we're going to because I'm not renting heavy equipment. So we just don't have the money for heavy equipment. So we're working on winches and pulley systems and all of that kind of stuff to get these big timbers up high. So maybe once that big framing gets done, then maybe we'll see if people still want to come out here in the cold. We can have a big bonfire. We can still do the pig in the ground. What do you need to get the party done to get the party? So basically our big rafters, which are 6 by 8 by 19 feet, those need to go up. And we do have some 6 by 10s. And then after that, it's 3 by 6s and that kind of thing. So that's stuff that, hopefully people won't get hurt on.
There's another question. Do you have all the logs staged at the mill?
No, they're not. So we still have those trees that were dropped down over in the garden area the other day. So I've got to limb those, get them ready for my son to move. And then that's basically what he's going to have to just stack everything. And we're just going to have a huge stack and try to peel off of that stack, which is dangerous and I don't like really doing.
Terry says, what is it about y'all only building in the freezing weather?
I know, right? Right? It's ridiculous.
Oh, hi. We are a little cold.
We were cold today. It wasn't too bad.
We're better now.
We're better now. Once the wind stopped, last night we were freezing cold. It was terrible. I actually gave up a dog so Kim could have a dog.
Last night was, yeah, and then he didn't cuddle with me, only hogged the bottom part of my bed.
That's rude.
Which was rude. Well, arm doesn't want to work. It's broken.
Probably has hat hair. It's probably, ouch. See, that's what happens when you wear a hat all day. I did get the chimney back up today, so that's cool on the shipping container. We're so cute in beanies. You just need to make them a staple. Thanks, Anna. We love our beanies.
Because it's warm. It keeps your head warm.
It does. I sleep with one on, actually.
She actually does. She does. I just put a blanket over my head.
I can't do that. I need to be able to breathe. So I do this. I pull it down over my eyes, and then my eyes are covered.
And apparently her nose, too.
And yeah. So my eyes and my nose.
Hi, Kira.
And then I can breathe. Hi, Kira. Guess who's in the house?
Kira's in the house.
Girl,
Amy.
Hi, Amy. When we were carrying that heavy chain, I was like, dang, this thing is heavy. And I remembered you carried it all over the place. Kira, do you have snow yet where you're at? So yeah, Justin went and slept with Kim, and Chloe kind of slept with me. She was so weird. She was getting up and down off the bed. And so she'd get really, really cold, and then she'd come in and want under the blankets. And so she's this frozen dog. And I'm like, this is not helpful, Chloe. And then she'd get really hot.
And Justin was laying at the end of my bed, and I could feel him shivering.
Yeah.
So then I threw a blanket on him. I'm like, silly, come up here and keep me warm, and I'll keep you warm. Yeah, but no, I just ended up throwing a blanket on, and half of my feet were off the bed because he was hogging.
I would have kicked him. I'd have been like, you need to figure it out. Wherever my feet are going, you need to figure it out. If you're gonna be silly. Okay, so he doesn't growl like because he's mean. He growls because he's a talker. So it's not like an aggressive thing.
He's verbally processing.
He's verbally processing. But yeah, he'll
growl. I put my foot like a little close to him, and he's like, meh. He gets all grumbly. He's like an old man, like, meh. You're in my space.
So funny.
It is funny.
It's super funny. So we are putting the deck and the pass-through to the RV. So I know you guys have been worried about us being cold and that kind of thing. So
no, not one bed.
No.
Chuck. Never one bed.
We have two separate, and one of us is on one end, the other is on the other end.
We have the front of the RV, and I'm in the back.
We're not a couple.
No, we are not.
So, but once we get the pass-through set up, which will hopefully be in the next couple of days, then what?
Anna says she needs us to get off-grid internet so that when she gets this job, she can come visit.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay. Twist our arms.
Yeah, so we'll get all hooked up, and then we'll be able to continue to work. I ordered more spray foam, and it never came, and then I just checked with Amazon to tell them it never came, and they're like, it was delivered on the 11th. So they did not put our P.O. box. For some reason, they took the P.O. box off of the delivery thing, so it's sitting somewhere. You and Chloe fight for the couch. Yep.
That's Chloe's bed.
That's Chloe's bed. You just borrow it.
Yes.
So, but man, all the trees are turning colors across the lake. It's just really pretty.
Everybody's doing fires, so you see smoke everywhere. It's actually really pretty.
Yeah.
It's really
We have a lot of yellow and pale greens. No, I don't see any red trees over there.
No, but I've seen some pretty red, vibrant bushes and red trees down in Sandpoint, which is really pretty. If you guys ever make it to this area, you got to go check out Sandpoint. It's such a cute little town. Yes, thumbs up. Thanks, Tiffany.
Heather and Kimmy, I've been missing you ladies lately.
Mary.
Glad you can. Hi, Mary. I'm glad you could make it tonight. I lost everybody.
Me too.
The fall colors are so beautiful. Amazon is infamous for misdeliveries with the So because we have the PO box, it just sits in the back. Like they don't look for our name to connect the name to the PO box. It just sits back there, and they expect you to come back and tell them that something was delivered without a PO box. So hopefully it's still back there. I'm really bummed because I wanted to be spraying before the weather did this turn. But it can be sprayed in 44-degree weather. So we could have sprayed today. So we're going to pick it up tomorrow, and hopefully we can get it finished spraying the container.
Because it got up to 46 today.
Yeah. So we could have sprayed in the middle of the afternoon. So
yes,
I'm hoping,
Robert. Yes.
I'm hoping that we'll get to that temperature and we can get that other half sprayed. And that way it will stay warm.
Robert says when he comes to visit Sandpoint, can he buy us dinner? I said yes.
Heck yeah. We like food.
Absolutely.
Somebody had a thing that said on theirs where you could, it was a PayPal or something, and it was buy me lunch or buy me a coffee, or we need to set that up.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
This morning, so it's really funny. So this morning, I'm laying there cold in bed, and I was like, today's the day that I really wish we could go have breakfast. Now, pancakes and like scrambled
Mexican
eggs
food on Tigger Bob
and hash browns and all of the works. So
be careful that the spray foam doesn't get off flammable foam when you spray it on the wood stove is running. Well, the wood stove will not be running.
Nope.
It will be off. It will be covered because I don't want anything getting on that for the off gases. Safety, Bob, you should know that.
Exactly.
So we won't even turn the stove on until I can get the rest of it sprayed because I want to keep that covered.
Okay,
Heather's listening. Okay.
Unless her sister calls.
Oh, got you.
And then
She's got to click over. You wanted to know that I knew. Yeah. I knew.
Speaking of which, we got the package, and we thank you so much, Bob.
I used them today, the glasses.
The gloves were in here, and I think Heather pulled some out. And yes, Heather wore the glasses today.
I did. I wore the gloves and the glasses the last couple of days. Yeah. Amy, I've been watching your videos and liking, just not actively commenting, etc. Quite poorly, and then busy in between, and I lost it.
Trying to TNR a cat colony, so it's been a while.
TNR a cat colony?
Well, we have
cats?
Well, we appreciate you watching,
hanging out with us,
and we do love the comments, but we understand because some days we're super busy and we don't comment.
It's true. So you can always tell when we're insanely busy if I don't actually comment when people comment. I just put little hearts on everything. Cats, I want 7, please. Kira's gonna be the old lady cat lady.
Mom, that's the temp it's been around here too. Pretty chilly.
Where am I driving?
If you're driving, I'm gonna say everybody get
off the road.
No offense to Kira, but Kira, number one, she's never driven really before. So. Sandy, hi Sandy.
Hi Sandy. You don't want these ones, Kira. They've been trying to take the vet's head off. Ooh, so they're a challenge. Those are good barn cats.
Susie.
Hi Susie, you made it.
When are you coming back this way, dear? We'd love to have you at church again. That was so lovely.
I finished my tea. I think that there is not a spot on my body that does not hurt.
Yes.
You guys, we lifted 6x6 posts.
Yep.
And my knot on my head has kind of gone away. It looks a little bruised. You can kind of see it.
Next spring. Awesome.
It's tender though still. So we had a board fall and now I'm having a hot flash.
Yeah. So Heather got a good whacking in the head, and unfortunately I was holding a post at the time and it was not secured. So I seriously was stuck there like, okay, if she passes out, what am I going to do? Because I can't let this go. And I'm like, I don't have my phone. Like my
and
emergency.
I just went like this and then just started that crying, shaking because it hurt so bad. So she didn't know if it hit my eye. She didn't know where it hit.
I was picturing eyeballs hanging out like
it
this.
was because I don't cry. So
she
like
does not cry. And I
wasp
was like,
in the throat. Look at the head.
I was like, I cannot get down. What am I gonna do with it? She's like, don't get down. I was like, I'm not. I was like, I don't have my phone. I have nothing.
It took me a hot minute.
I can't even call 911 and say, I can't move. I got this post. I can't move. So I'm very thankful
that I have a hard head.
God takes care of us. He really does. And I am very, very thankful it wasn't worse.
Yes.
Drama queen. Yes. Totally.
Yeah. So I don't know. What was I down for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
It wasn't very long. And then I'm like, fine, I'll get it. Hold on. That I screwed that up in there. But it was one of the bracing boards fell down and the corner of it hit me right here.
And a little while later, I got one, but mine wasn't nearly as bad as hers. It does smart, though. And I was like, yeah, that does definitely smart.
Yeah. Ooh. Man, and it was an egg. Like, it stuck out so much. It was like this much.
And the amount of ibuprofen I think we've been taking lately, there's bruises all over our body from the blood thinning properties of it. So
suggestion, phone in pocket, and when somebody starts crying, it went away. I didn't read the rest of it.
Yep.
I gotta get on
phone
here.
in pocket. When someone starts crying, use MP voice to straighten them up. Stop being a baby. You're fine.
Get up here. You're fine.
Neosporin for Christmas. No, but we'll take some nice warm gloves. Working gloves that are warm.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there.
I found an old pair and they're almost worn through from last year. I was like, yay, a warm pair.
I found some too. I was pretty excited about it. I don't know what I did.
But we've got to find all of our cold weather stuff. Like, we were just 70 degrees the other day. Like, we were not prepared for it to be in
rub
the
some
40s.
dirt on it. You're okay.
Exactly, Carol. Exactly.
Need gloves that you plug in to warm up. I mean, that would be nice, but also, we get them wet and all of these things.
So I bought at my old farm, I would always have like 4 pairs of hunting gloves. Those were the best because they're waterproof. They're super warm.
Waterproof.
And then I would just, because I used to reach in and grab the ice out of the animals' troughs, and then they would get wet, and I would just hang them up, and then I would have a fresh pair to wear. So that's kind of how I've always done it, where I've just kept that extra. And I really like the hunting gloves. They seem to keep my hands warm without any extra heat thingies.
The hardest part for me is when you're filming and you have to take the gloves off. You cannot, most of the gloves you can't hit a phone and record.
Right.
So I have to take them off. Our neighbor swore by using the nitrile gloves underneath because they keep the wind off your hands and they keep your hands dry. So I'm going to try that. We'll see.
That's a good idea.
Wool fingerless gloves when hunting. So those would be good for bedtime.
They do, yes. But we're pretty soon we're gonna have the wood stove going, so we'll be good. What'd Carol say? My brother, my boys, and now grandson play football. That's what we've always told them.
They won't open.
Everybody has the fingers cut out. So I like the ones that I like the ones with fingers. I hate gloves. I hate wearing them. I can't get a hold of things. So the fingerless ones are probably the best for building and stuff, I would say.
And I think I probably annoy her a little bit because
I'm like, 5 minutes later, finally be on.
I'm obsessive about having gloves on, and I have to put them on for everything.
Everything.
And she's like,
standing there waiting.
And I'm like,
oh,
sorry,
Simon, thank you so much.
I can totally see it. She's like,
We all have our things.
And see, the thing is, I have to turn the phone on, so I have to take them off to do that. So then I have to put them back on to touch something because I don't want my hands touching things.
Thank you, Simon. He gave us some money for some warm gloves. It's very sweet.
Simon, bless you, honey.
Jerry says she's worthless without gloves.
Oh, that's so very sweet.
What is TNR, Amy? What does that mean?
The only thing I can think of, I can't see on the channel.
Trap, neuter, release. Got you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
those are good ones. That's what we're gonna need for the barn when it goes up.
The nitrile gloves will not make your hands colder.
Steve wore them constantly.
Jessica and Steve are neighbors. She's a nurse, and they said that they keep the wind off and they keep your hands from getting wet. So they were awesome.
Anna, Blissful Moments Farm. I got frostbite when I was really young. We lived in Nebraska when my parents were in the Air Force, and I got a little bit of frostbite, and so I get super cold and cannot function. When I was in basic training, so we had to do the range, and it was in December or January in Alabama, and it was bitter cold. And they would walk me out onto the range, and I would shoot, and then they'd have to pry my fingers off the 9mm and then walk me back to the heat tank, and I would have to take my shoes off and put my hands on into the heat tank and then go back out and shoot. And I shot really well, and they were shocked because I passed the first time through, no problem. But I've been shooting since I was 6, so it's really not a big deal. But I would get so cold that I could not let go of things. So it was like the drill would stand there and he'd pry my fingers off of the weapon.
Fingers and toes are the worst. Mine, I have more of a problem with my feet. Like, my toes get so cold and I just can't function. Like, I keep thinking like they just hurt and I can't focus.
Robert, Alabama bitter cold equals 50 degrees. Well, I came from Texas.
I don't know why they they say they work really well. So
the
nitrile,
yeah.
He says it doesn't work for him. He tried it for
Wear them in EMS and your hands would freeze on. Oh, gotcha. You should look into the disposable hot packs. So now that Kira's not here, we might be able to do that.
We just went through them awfully fast last year. So
we did. And then we found out Kira was putting them in her blankets at night. I'm throwing her under the bus. Just totally throwing her
under her 25 blankets. We love you, girl.
I don't know how she slept under that. Could you imagine the weight of that? Would be
she
just
was
crazy.
Cold.
She's like, I was cold. That's so funny.
Anna's car has a heated steering wheel and she didn't know until 5 years later.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that is so funny. We were gonna sit up front here because it's actually really nice and do a bonfire and have a bonfire chat. But we didn't think about it until it was too late to do it, or the live would have been late.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to sit out in the cold.
Well, if we got it really hot, like when
you remember when Eric was here, it's just your legs that stay warm. The rest of you is like, meh. And then where are we gonna put the camera? On the other side of the fire?
There'd be the fire through it.
We'll be like, hi guys, like yelling.
The thermal gloves or electric warming gloves. The hub wears nitrile under his thick work gloves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Because then when I take my gloves off and I have the nitrile on, the nitrile still works the phone, but it will keep the cold and everything from.
That makes sense.
That's my hope.
3 almost does it, but 2 are Maine Coons. Oh. But Kira, your dad's allergic to cats. So, girl, you got to just love on his dog. But we've got, once we get everything settled, I'm super excited about thinning out the things that are in the RV. Like because we've got summer and winter things, and being able to, Tractor Supply still have 3 left ones.
I used them today, Bob. It works. Works just fine.
Hi, Nancy.
In unison.
So I was in stereo.
In stereo.
But this week I've got to get delimb that tree and those 2 trees that were dropped a couple of weeks ago, get those limbed, and so that Victor can move them.
That'd be good.
Yep. And then we've got to get, because I don't know, I'll have to talk to him and see how much more he's coming up. I'd like to get everything. We've got Kelly's tractor for I think another 2 weeks. So we've got to get things staged. So our big giant logs have to be basically where we're just lifting them up. So they need to be in the row. We need the tractor for that. And then we have some more posts that go up on the second story. Some more 6x6x9s, I think. So if we get all those staged and we can hopefully get that part done, then I think at that point, we'll just really be finishing milling for the floor joist and the roof rafters and that kind of stuff, and then see about having the barn raising party. It might just be too cold for everybody to come out and do that in the cold. It just kind of depends upon how the weather's going. So stuffed green peppers, yum. Ooh, enchiladas.
I always crave Mexican food, Anna. It's my favorite. I love it. I would have it all the time. Tacos, enchiladas, all of it.
That's funny.
Bob, you're gonna chance eating that again tonight? Did it upset your stomach yesterday?
Dang, did you just throw him under the bus?
He said his dinner upset his belly, and now he's eating it again.
You gotta get rid of the leftovers. We had mac and cheese for breakfast.
Feeling it already. Yep, well,
there's nothing in there. I'm out of drink. Life's over. I'm thirsty.
I need to get to bed. Sorry. No, you're totally fine.
Aw, thanks.
Bye, Amy. We're so thankful that you were able to make it.
Yep, we'll see you tomorrow night. Carol, all the beginning ingredients were home raised and grown. Nice.
Oh, that is nice.
That is nice. So Kelly has an old freezer that she's not using anymore. She's donating to the cause, and it's a stand-up one, so we should be able to start filling it, so that we can, we have a couple of goats that are going in it. We're going to do some hunting, hopefully. Will your lumber be okay over the winter? Will you be able to completely cover and keep off the ground? So we're going to try. Everything that is stacked off the ground. We use 4x4s and then we sticker it. I think in this last video you didn't see us sticker it, but that's because we were using it really fast.
Yeah.
But in general, yes. I have some stuff that was milled 2 years ago, some really big beams, 8x8s, that 8x10s, that are still over there, and they're just fine. And they actually have not been covered. Nothing's been done to them. They've just sat out. So what?
Bob, his post, it was funny. Toxic space in the house because of a hot sauce that he made on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
That is so hot that you cannot eat it. Stinky Melgo is gone.
He is
we
gone.
are so thankful.
Hoping the girls took. I'm not running any tests. I'm not doing anything. It'll just be a surprise in the spring.
If it happens, it happens.
And I'll tell you, you guys, I'm really going to work on putting a one video a week on the other channel that has something to do with the animals and what's going on and those kinds of things. I'm not going to do any processing videos ever. I do have Patreon, and I may possibly put those over there. But I'm never going to do them on YouTube. But I will definitely show you things that I'm cooking with the things that we've raised and that kind of stuff. I made some smoked rabbit a couple weeks ago.
It was good.
And then did my pasta dish, and I love how the video came out. So I just need to add some voiceover to it and a little bit of other stuff, and then it'll go into that collaboration. So that'll be fun. So where I definitely want to do cooking videos, and I definitely want to do those over there. So But I am going to work on that. We are growing and the channel is growing. I'm super excited. It just kind of seems last night we added 20 subscribers, which was cool. And then during the day today, I think we added like 6 more. So that's really cool. Your channel is growing.
Even my channel went up 5 subs since my most recent video. Anna said, whatever we're doing, the sound's been so much better. So
okay,
she says
so
it's working.
all I've been doing is turning the volume up in the background to 400. So it comes in at 100 and I crank it to 400. So,
oh man, my arms are just aching.
What is that? Halsenpfeffer?
Halsenpfeffer?
Jerry, is that rabbit? Is that smoked rabbit? Do hula videos. What, Kira? Hula hoop videos? Is that what you're talking about?
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan. You made it. Oh, rabbit stew. Yes, that's what we were going to do was rabbit stew. Mm-hmm. We bought some potatoes and I do have some tomatoes from the garden that are ripe and I need to do something with. We could do a almost like a tomato soup stew that had a bunch of the other stuff and that would be good.
Yeah.
Hey, Clara. Glad you made it. No, dancing hula. No, Kira. Not doing that. It doesn't go with our channel. Clara. Well, since Dutch isn't playing, I should get a smoker so we can compete. Exactly.
Anna,
you should
that would be
totally
great.
Do that. Should totally do.
Forward to
I don't even know what that's about. Like, he told me to do it. He was like, I'll accept that challenge. I'm like, okay. Now it just looks dumb. Thanks, Sean.
Rude.
Yep, exactly, Anna. You were there. He put cat food out in cans and his dog got hurt cleaning the cans. Oh, I did see that. Ooh. I saw that something happened. You guys, we literally only have a small amounts of time to actually, thanks, Tiffany, to actually, if you guys aren't subscribed, that's Kimmy's channel. Go click over there.
Appreciate that, Tiffany.
So basically, I watch videos to research things, and we have very few people that we can really watch, and, you know, we're supporting our friends with some smaller channels as much as we possibly can, but I do try to bounce over there and watch his. He saw your food and he chickened out, Sil. That's exactly what happened. That's what I believe. He was talking smack too. He was like, you're gonna lose. I was like, oh no.
You should make a cheese smoking video and then you should start a channel and you should post it on there. Challenge.
I love smoked cheese. Clara, I have a lot going on. Your grandson is home, not doing really good yet, though. Well, he is in our prayers to do better. So tell him we said hello. How old is he? Dang it, a challenge. Yay, more Aunt Heather food for Kira. Smoked cheese is good. So I used to make this thing because I've had goat for quite a while. So I would do like a leg of goat that I would do rotisserie on the grill, and so then we'd have that, and then I would make the broth with the bone, and then I would make French onion soup basically and use that as the broth and do a smoked cheddar on top, or I'm sorry, a smoked Gouda on top that I would add more smoke to. So I would buy a smoked Gouda and then I would add more smoke to it. And oh my gosh, and then put this big garlic chunk of bread on the top. So good. It's ridiculous.
I say anything with cheese is good.
Pulling the cheese smoker box over the exhaust because box won't go low enough. What? Dad made smoked meatloaf. That sounds like a really good idea. Like, that would be good. Darla, Randy's Darla, has the best meatloaf in the world.
Thought I hated meatloaf until I had to roast meatloaf, and then I was like,
okay, so we get there. This is funny.
What? I love meatloaf.
We go for Thursday night dinner, and so we get over there, and Kim's like, I don't like meatloaf, but I'll try it. And then she was like, what? This is amazing.
I was like, this is the best thing ever. I never knew.
Jerry, I don't like goat cheese either, actually. The cheese that I make with my goat's milk is not like your typical goat cheese. It's actually, I make Monterey Jack, I do a farmhouse cheddar, I do mozzarella, and the mozzarella actually tastes like a provolone mozzarella cross. It's so good. It's ridiculous.
I like goat cheese. Personally, I love goat cheese, just regular old goat cheese.
Show some love, guys. Watch hours are needed. Exactly.
Still, you shoshiban your food, or sashugiban, or shashukiban. I did that today, by the way. It was pretty fun.
She did, yeah.
I love it.
Our hands are covered in it.
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out whose people doesn't like Robert.
What?
Been keeping the babies for her to work to help out Claire. That's good. I kept my grandsons for 2 years. Before I moved up here.
Am I having a stroke? No. Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. You know, people say it different. I'm just pronouncing it all the ways.
Oh, Kelly, that's a good idea. Do some smoked cheese in a future video. Absolutely.
Bob, we're not going to dish on other
I got you. How good you are able to watch the great-grands. I'll tell you what, Claire, and I know you feel this exact same way. Those babies, they're so cute. They come running up the mountain and they're just like, they call me Grandpa. I don't know what that is about. They're better now. It was an enunciation thing.
It is really cute.
And it is so cute. And they're just like, they moved off the mountain. They're back down in town, closer. My son does snow removal in Post Falls for a bunch of businesses. So he has to be closer, but they were up here and they were like, we don't live here anymore. It was so sad. I was like, oh, well, you could still come see Grandma. They're so cute. Grandpa's on the mill again. Right? Your car smells like smoke. So Kelly was over here and she helped us level and we just sat around. Well, we had the fire going, and so we go work, and then we stand by the fire, and we get warmer and all that kind of stuff. So we were talking about that. And she took some of our blankets home to wash for us. She's so sweet.
There is some good things about having a campfire.
Because
your clothes totally smell like campfire. So if your clothes don't smell that great, then it covers that smell up. Right?
So Randy and Darla, Bob, they are super busy, and it is really hard when your work ethic is to get things done very quickly.
Winter's coming.
And winter is coming. And so there is this panic mode of getting the fire in, the wood in, getting things cleaned up, getting things put away, getting things done, finishing some projects, and they help everybody. So
they do.
They've put a bunch of their stuff on the back burner, and it takes 3 times longer to do a project when you're filming.
And the reason they film is not the same as a lot of us. Mm-hmm. You know, the reason they film is just to share with their grandkids.
Right.
So, or their kids. So
share their knowledge with their kids.
Yeah.
So we are hoping to be able to get into a position where we can go over and help them as far as doing some filming and stuff like that, because the knowledge that those two have is ridiculous and it needs to be shared. Like,
they are amazing.
They just, and
they truly do.
And I drive Randy insane because I do things so totally out of the box. I'm like, this could work. Let's do this. And he just like shakes his head at me.
She sent him a video the other day. She's like, I think this is a great idea for this upcoming barn build. And he's like, oh.
Let's see. You're warmer than us, but have more of an Alabama perspective of 50 degrees. Please get a winter coat that covers
my bum.
Yes, I'm the same way. I need one long. Why do they make winter coats for girls short? Like, it's ridiculous. Out of the box equals wrong? No, it's just different. And when you've been in construction your whole life, and so you know a way that works and works well, and then someone comes along and is like, let's do this random thing. A random way. Yeah. Yes, we love Randy and Darla. They came by today and helped us out which was, that's just what they do. They're just like the best
They
people.
totally do. Their downfall is that they do not accept help very well.
They don't.
And, Darla said, don't take this away from me. Don't stop me from helping you. So we're going to start using that same phrase on her and say
those words.
Yep. Don't take this away from me.
Let's see. Pleased, not pleased. It happens to be a boy's, not a girl's coat. I mean, that's exactly it. They make girls' coats really short. And I hate it. I almost always end up getting especially a farm jacket, which we laughingly say that my house robe is my farm jacket because I wear it out all the time. I'm wearing my farm coat. But because it's long. So we either need to get dusters, which are long coats, but it's just silly that we would have to shop the men's section to get a coat that would be long enough.
I want to get some of those really cool, like, plaid, what's the word? Insulated plaid shirts.
Yes.
The button downs.
Yes.
But they're like the cute patterns and
Yes.
colors. And I want to get a bunch of those that are insulated because, man, they are just.
It is, Anna,
so
the real issue of our time. Susie, I've gotten some really good jackets at your secondhand stores. I always buy men jackets. Yep, Susie, that's what we need to go check. Kelly's washing one that I got. I am a clearance shopper, so like at the end of the season, I will go and see what they've got on clearance and buy that.
Yes, still, that's what I mean. Quilted flannel shirts.
Heather, look at firefighter job coats, insulated long denim jackets. I would love one of those. So if you know somebody in my size that would like to give theirs away, Bob, you just send it on over.
Same. Clara, prayers. I'm so sorry. Clara. Chemo is no joke. It is no fun. My dad fought cancer for 3 years, and it is a hard thing to watch somebody go through. So prayers for you and your family.
Yep. Still, I have quilted flannel shirts. They're the best. I wear my bathrobe for a jacket too, Susie. Yeah. It's like totally so I actually had one that I would wear outside and one that I would wear. No, it would never go outside, and I'd rotate them. So whenever I got a new house robe, that would become the inside one. The other one would become the outside one.
Pendletons. I've never heard of that. That's cool.
What?
They called them Pendletons. The
firefighter jackets?
The flannel shirt things. The insulated ones.
Nice.
If you do
with a firefighter in them, right, Carol?
Get the nylon lining as it doesn't breathe, which is a good thing in the cold and wind. Yeah, I hate when people breathe on me in the cold and the wind.
Anna, I love flannel too, and I also look like a lumberjack, a male lumberjack in them. I do not look.
So, never guess a size at Robert Bates. Okay. Still, to be fair, Bob sent us some shirts, and I wore it, and it fit perfectly. Perfect. So he did a great job.
He's good at judging the sizes. I got to see her house robe the other day, and it was adorable. Made in Pendleton, Washington. We should go check. We should go there.
You do always guess small. No, it won't fit. No. I'll be disappointed.
Then we'll be sad, and I'll put them on the dogs, and then the dogs will be running
ladies have
around.
A thing called and so you need a bigger thing, and especially in the winter because you want to do layers. So large or extra large.
And if it's a Harley shirt, it needs to be 2X, and that's usually a medium or a small in regular things. Flannels for the puppies. Chloe would be so mad at me because she runs hot. That girl
would be so cute.
Justin would love it, and he needs it because he's cold all the time.
I would love to see that.
Chloe would be fabulous. Don't tell her because she would get a big head.
Okay, guys, for Halloween, Heather should dress up like the queen and walk around with her corgis.
I'll do it. There was one year when Victor, I think he was 8, he dressed up as I can't remember what he was, but we took his pony to town and gave pony rides because I did not want to have to carry him. We dressed his pony up as a cowboy and went trick-or-treating with the pony.
That's so funny. How do you answer 10 and under questions about that? I told them to pray and tell God all the reasons they needed him. Ask God to make him well for you. I replied, Without even thinking about it. That's a really good way to bring it up, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
$1 each. What, Susie?
That's a good deal.
That is a great
in
deal.
Sandpoint last summer.
What? You just took my shirt.
We need to the pony story is funny. There's another time, because see, Victor was an only child, so, and my friend at the time, she didn't have children yet. And there was another time she was dating a guy with a Ferrari. So we dressed as a pit crew and he dressed as the driver, and we would rev it all up and drive next door. And then we'd all jump out and be running around, and he would get out and run up to the door and get candy and then come back. It was really fun. And then another time we dressed the German Shepherds up as police officers, and Victor went as someone who was in prison.
That's hysterical.
That was a good one. Oh, she's gonna take us next summer. Yes,
that'd be
it's
good.
A deal. It's a date.
We'll save up some money so
I
we can buy stuff.
Okay, so that's the one thing. We've been working really, really hard, and we just have not taken
Lumberjacks.
the time off. We should dress up as lumberjacks in your next video and see if anyone gets your costume. I feel like we do dress up as lumberjacks every day.
No.
Is there a Goodwill in Sandpoint? I'm sure that there is. I know there's one in Coeur
I
d'Alene.
haven't seen one.
I haven't seen. There is one. It's just tucked far away, I think is what somebody said. Because remember that lady that pulled in the parking lot and asked us where Goodwill was?
Oh.
And then I looked it up.
Oh, yes. I think you're right.
So it's kind of
down
tucked away.
by Walmart somewhere.
Anna, that's my point. I think my flannel jacket, red and black jacket, and then I have my logging boots on. This is pretty much it. Or at church sales places. Yeah, those are usually pretty good.
Goodwill and Ponderay. Virgil says, yes.
Yeah, by the Walmart, right, Virgil? Still out of tea. It didn't fill up.
She keeps trying to drink her drink that's empty. And then she looks disappointed. Every time she picks it up, she looks at it and she's like, meh.
Sort of. Logging Crocs. I should invent those. Give me almost spit or drink. Because we can't suspenders. Goodwill is on Kootenai Cutoff. Yeah. Hey, Tim, you made it. Secondhand store at the dog rescue. Okay, so we've been in there. Kim got a belt there. We've been in there.
Did, yeah. And I got my computer bag there.
Yep.
For like $2.
$2.
It was a great computer bag for $2.
Oh my god.
And there wasn't any computers in it. And no hidden monies.
No $1 million.
Nothing. You've heard stories of that happening, but
yeah,
people give away their family member stuff and they hide money and
They
stuff
do.
in there. It never happened to me.
Me either. Me either. Plus, then I would feel guilty. I'd have to try to find out who had it first. No snorting, drink out your nose. Exactly.
Right. It's never fun.
So the dogs were barking today when Darla and Randy came in, and I was like, that's Chloe. Chloe doesn't bark at anything.
She's not talking about her feet.
And,
The dogs are barking.
No, my feet are barking. They are. They're mad.
But keep going.
And Randy's like, it's the turkeys. They're over there at the thing. So we need to put some turkey in our freezer.
It's right here. They said, where is the tea jug? It is right here. But if you notice, it is empty.
Empty too.
So, Kathy, there is no tea.
What flavor
Of iced tea do you like?
So it depends on what it is. This is the sugar-free sweet iced tea from Walmart, which I love. That's my ultimate favorite. I do like raspberry tea. London Fog is my favorite. I like peach tea also. I like tea. I like hot tea.
I know like tea. I know like.
But you can drink coffee all day long.
I can't.
And I cannot. I get acid reflux really bad with it.
Sweet. It's sweet.
It's
treat,
a sugar-free sweet tea. So it's
the faux sugar.
Faux sugar. It's got faux sugar in it.
Does wild turkey taste different than what you can buy in the store? I don't know. Let's try it.
I do not know. We need to do a side-by-side. We should do a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah. Have you had frost already?
No, we have not had frost. As far as I know, we have not had frost. But we were too scared to go outside this morning. So there's that. We didn't go out.
You're doing it wrong. Bob says you have to have cake with your coffee and then
no acid
reflux.
I got you. I am doing it wrong. Kelly, yes? What's yes for? Yes, it does. What's happening? I missed things.
I'm thinking wild turkey tastes different than what you can buy in the store.
So I heard that. I heard that it tastes different. I heard that it is a little bit gamey.
Drinking wild turkey.
So I can't drink the wild turkey anymore.
The wild is better, Carol?
Huh, interesting. Like,
better how? I don't
see. To me, it seems like it would be the difference between
it is more gamey.
Like rabbit and chicken. There's that little bit of flavor difference. To me, it seems like it would be that. I've never had wild turkey, so I'm just, talking.
I don't know.
Talking smack. I don't know.
Like rabbit doesn't taste a whole lot different than chicken. It's just the texture is different.
Right. You knew Robert would say that. Are not full of antibiotics. That's true. Wow. And they're not. I mean, they're eating bugs and all the things that they're supposed to be eating.
It is a little gamey, but better, Tiffany says.
That's exciting.
A lot of darker meat.
See, that's my favorite. That's
messy to clean turkeys.
With what? Getting all the feathers out and stuff? Because we do have a plucker.
I want a plucker, remember? The city girl want a plucker. And I have made people's days because they don't have to pluck chickens now.
Exactly.
Or ducks or...
Yep.
Whatever.
Turkey has more buckshot. Not if you, catch them.
Can you skin rabbits in the plucket?
No.
What is a plucket?
Your plucking bucket.
Oh.
Look at that. I speak Bob.
No. I dark meat on turkeys.
What, Mary? What's happening? Girl.
Having a stroke. Oh, Clara.
We're glad we made you feel better. Loving the milling videos. Had to put my search for some help with getting my cedars done. Maybe next spring. Been kind of rough lately. I hear ya.
Heather speaks Bob.
It's dangerous. It is dangerous. Clara, I deflect with humor. And it makes some people mad. But I deal with things. In fact, the day we were up with Randy, helping square up Carrie's building, I got the phone call that my grandma died. And it was like, nope, you guys, we're doing our thing. We're going to keep doing our thing because, the thing is I know that she loves the fact that I'm doing this. They did this, her and her husband. They had property. They built a house. They had this, great place and all this stuff. And, so I know for me to just keep going and keep doing that's what's going to make her the happiest. So, that's what I keep doing. And, but I also deal with things a lot differently. I deal with things internally. I don't really do things out loud. I don't deal with emotion out loud.
Process a lot differently.
Yeah, a lot differently. So.
Good night, Jerry. I'm so glad you came.
Me too. Thanks for hanging out with us.
It's an honor. We feel so blessed that you guys want to come and join in.
Hang out with us. We love our Tuesday night lives.
We do.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Bob, I defer with humor. But when it's time to react, I react. Guys who work for me knew if I raised my voice, they were in trouble. Yes, I definitely have mom voice. You can ask Kira. We'll shut people down. They are like, yeah. Any last questions? Tiffany says. Thanks, Susie. She just absolutely loved me doing the things that I do. Kelly, not just Kira. I've heard mom voice from you today, too. It happens. When my work voice came out, it got real quiet.
When's the plan to raise the first beam?
So we've already raised the first, we've raised the posts. We've actually set all the posts on the bottom floor. Mm-hmm. Well, we still have a couple left. So we're working through getting the posts welded to the piers. So we're working that through. Hopefully we can figure that out in this next week. We're going to keep adding, we can add all of our sideboards, our girts, we can add those. And then we're just going to keep milling the other things and get things lined up so that when the tractor's gone, we'll still be able to just, the heavy beams will be in place and we can just still kind of figure out the pulley system and get that worked out. We're researching some old school ways that they did it before they had tractors.
Mary, I just want to know that you've been in my heart and my thoughts a lot lately, honey. And, you know, my prayers and my love is with you. So
thanks, Susie. I love milling. That is my favorite. I never thought it would be my favorite. And it's just so funny because I was so afraid of the mill when I first got it. And now I just absolutely love it.
I never thought I would enjoy watching it. And I absolutely do. Like I
did have someone say that the music that I'm playing with the milling videos does not match up with the scenery. And I'm sorry, I don't think you can have milling without a little rock and roll.
Right.
We love you, Mary.
How you make homemade Heather mayo? How you make homemade mayo, Heather?
Anna's gonna do a video.
Ladies, so good night. Oh, I forgot it's 6 o'clock, so our time. That means going to bed.
You go hang out with other people later than this. What is going on? I just think you don't like us.
Good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob.
The music's great. Virgil likes it.
I agree. I concur.
Keep your hair up, Susie says. You don't want her to be scalped. I love watching milling. Me either, Simon. I never thought I would like it too, but they are really fun.
And it's really cool so there's a whole different train of thought of, can you build with green lumber? Can you not build with green lumber? So sawing with Sandy, he's a guy up in Canada that I started watching because he has really good sawmilling videos. It's not the same sawmill, but it's a different one. And he's just like an easy guy to watch. Like, he's real laid back. He's very knowledgeable. And he built a cabin completely out of green lumber and then came back a year later and showed everything. And so it was really cool. And then I think he also has a 2 years after the build. And there's very little movement at all in it. And these bigger beams, they don't shrink, so you don't lose this section, right? Like the height, you know, that does not change. It just kind of gets a little bit smaller. So you can build with green lumber. It is definitely doable.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Oh, thanks. Now, Kelly, now I totally love the music. Keep it up. I mean, I'll probably do something different with like the container, the shipping container and that kind of stuff.
Hi, Petra.
But I'll definitely mix it up and move it in. Hi, Petra. 9 p.m. in Georgia.
Yeah, I think it's 9 p.m. in Nantucket where Bob is too, but we like to tease him.
We give him a hard time.
Like 9 o'clock, really?
I don't know. That being said, we go to bed at 8:30.
I think it's because he stays on he mods for another channel later than 9 o'clock. So we're like, what?
Carol says, I love the sawmill. I can almost smell it. Would love to have one. You're doing great. Love the music. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Tiffany.
The only thing is when you're actually doing it and the wind's blowing and you inhale all of the sawdust.
You get a lot of sawdust boogers.
And then you're blowing your nose and it's just like all sawdust. Your trees are already dry. Correct. No, not all of my trees, Tim. Some of them are older trees. Some of them are fresh cut. Farm, no, you cannot. And I only do the other channel Saturday night.
I thought you left, Bob.
Exactly. Hi, Petra.
How are we supposed
How
to
are
talk
you?
smack about you if you're still here?
Just Anna. Uh-oh, he's still here. Oh,
Speaking of misbehaving, where's Vicky?
Yeah. Exactly. Where is Vicky?
Where is that girl?
All right, Vicky, when you watch later, hi, girl. We missed you.
Kevinator.
Hey,
Oregon.
hello from Oregon.
Hi. You're pretty close to us.
How's your weather over there? Did you guys drop in temperature and get cold? Do you guys look at this camera? So this is our filming camera. We had to tape it so we didn't get a glare. You got busted.
Run their videos, please. Watch hours are needed. Oh, yes, thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tiffany. Probably racing cars.
I am halfway. I'm halfway to my 1,000 subscribers. Yes, I definitely need more watch hours as well. And so does the Farm to Table channel.
Farm to Table channel does too. I have not even looked on there lately. You know, it's... If I was only doing one video a week on this channel, it'd be real easy to do another video on that one. But it's actually the feeding time and the morning chores. We don't film because we just need to get it done and get busy doing the other things. So,
Bob, we can't do more bee videos right now. The bees are going to bed.
Yes.
And in fact, we've just been so busy. I haven't really had a chance to even put the bees to bed. So we need to get on that.
Clara, you better bring back a good one or else. She just took Dad's razor strap. I hid Dad's strap in the chicken coop. It stayed there for several years. Asked my brother if he found it when he something. Clara, did you mean to put that on here? Or you talk to texting to someone else?
Still, we do that. We'll go to what do you call it? The playlist. And then just run the playlist in a loop.
Tiffany, I agree too. She's got such a good channel and such good videos. I'm surprised. Kevinator said, yes, it's cold and rainy. Go figure. It is the end of October. That's true. But we had some beautiful, like 70-degree weather last week. And so it just went like 70 to 30. It's cold.
Not a few ideas, but feel free to send me a message under Messenger.
Yeah.
If you have ideas.
Exactly.
It's just time. It's just been timing. We've been doing this barn build and we are busy, guys. We're busy.
We only show you guys probably about half of what we actually do.
Between like running errands and church and showers and like farm chores, and we're just super busy. So it's just been hard to kind of get some of the things done, that I want to. My ideas are.
October is always schizophrenic. Kimmy chasing turkey sped up. You want to see us running? We've put out a couple of running errand videos. That's right now for building a channel. This channel. Building videos work. The sawmilling videos always do well. Any building that we do does well. Kind of if we put anything else out there, it doesn't do as well.
Maybe I'll do errands on my channel.
Do errands on your channel.
Do errands on my channel.
Yeah.
You guys are better prepared for winter this year.
Yes, we are.
That's a question?
We have
a question mark at the end.
We have at least 3 cords of firewood in, and I've got more trees that have been down for a couple of years that are ready that to put up if we need to. So the hardest part is honestly my shoulders and my wrists are hurting really bad, pretty constantly all the time. And the chainsaw adds to that and makes it really worse. So we're trying to take a little bit of a break. We've got some logs that we're going to do some splitting tomorrow. We borrowed the log splitter, and so that's going back tomorrow evening. So we're going to finish that up really quick. Just there's not a lot that we have to split because we're actually using a lot of the mill cutoffs from last year this year because they're already dry. So
Anna's
off-grid hot tub. Susie, the container's doing well. I had ordered some more spray foam to finish the spray foaming, and the Amazon did not put my P.O. box on there, so they never notified me that it was here. So apparently it's sitting at the post office. So we're going to finish getting that, and then we'll be pulling electrical and the water and all of that kind of stuff. And then we'll be adding more insulation. So we should be able to be using the wood heat to get that done. Yes, I know exactly what that is, Tim, and you're right. It would be very helpful.
That's what I'm putting on my channel.
So
what is a picaroon?
So it's basically a straight stick. It's about the size of a police baton, and it has a very sharp end on so it's kind of goes straight, and then there's this little thing here, and you can stab it into a piece of wood and pull it really easily.
I might have to get one and tell what it is on my channel.
Yeah.
Because that is definitely a new thing to me.
It's super helpful with pulling and stacking and all of that kind of stuff. And yes, Susie, cooking on the wood stove is just going to be perfect. And just having water hot all the time for hot tea and stuff like that.
It
and
does
coffee and
still.
stuff.
Sounds like a cookie.
It's a sharp toy. That's funny.
We are at an hour, and I think we had errands to run.
We do. We have to run into town. We have somebody that's loaning us some electric blankets. And it's getting super dark, even though we have the light on here.
Yes.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Kimmy has 655 subs.
Aww.
Absolutely. Share the channel. Tell your friends to come over and check it out. That's really helpful.
And I appreciate all of you that come and comment. So that is huge.
Exactly. All right. See you guys later.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, we are going to try to do, if it's not raining, we will try to do a fireside live. But we'll have to end early because it gets cold as soon as the sun goes down.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.